How do you show someone that you have their best interest at heart? It's tricky, right? It's a key component of trust. And yet, it's really challenging to have everybody's interest at heart all of the time. And sometimes these interests conflict. Hi, I'm Karen Hurt. I'm here with our next edition of Asking for a Friend. And I just finished a conversation with a leader who went through one of our executive development programs. And we were unpacking this. And I wanted to share this exercise with you because I think it might be valuable for you to think about. I know I'm going to for our team. So what we did is we took each one of his direct reports and said their name, talked about what was going on with them, and then said, what would it mean to really show up with their best interest at heart? And then we went to the next person, and then the next person. And what was fascinating is it was very, very different what would matter the most. For one employee, they were a middle manager, and what he knew would really show that he had this person's best interest at heart would be to very seriously consider this proposal that he had put forward and to understand the why, to really think about the outcomes, and to get in it with them, to think about alternative ways, how they might position it, and how they could be an active supporter of this proposal. And then for another, it was very different. This person had a situation that they had not behaved in the way that was really serving them in their career. And he said, you know what I need to do for this person? I need to have the candid conversation. Just stopping and having the conversation and saying, I really care about you. And here's what this behavior does. And here's what I think we have to do next time is in best service to them. So I've been thinking about, I pulled a couple of our habits and thought about, as you're thinking about your team, here are a couple of that might also be helpful for you to consider. Of course, active listening. Are you actually paying attention in the conversation? Very hard to convince someone that you have their best interest at heart if you're not really listening. And then I love this one in terms of connecting with empathy in the definition. I care about you, and I show you not only in my words, but in my actions. And then a couple of curiosity ones. Changed my mind. I'm open to new insights, information, and perspectives, and I'm willing to change course. And then I like this one too. I want to understand your perspective and what my decisions and actions mean for you. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to change your mind, but you could say, hey, I'm about to make this decision, or we're about to roll out a new initiative, or we're going to launch a new technology. And before we do, I really want your honest perspective of what is the impact that this is going to have on you and your team. And then, of course, we've got to go have some commitment ones. Speaking with candor, I address difficult issues directly in a timely manner. That's what this leader was focused on. And I do what I say. I follow through and keep my word. Of course, that links to the reliability elements of trust, but it also certainly shows that you have someone's best interest at heart. So those are a few of my thoughts, and I would love to hear from you. When you think about showing your team you have their best interest at heart, what are some key actions that come to mind for you? See you next time on Asking for a Friend.